What I like to do is just start kind of roaming around and just rolling with enough pressure where it's uncomfortable, but it's not painful. And I'm starting on the center of the big arch, that plantar fascia, because that's kind of the bulk of the foot. And we want to spend most of the time probably there. But you're also through this process of just kind of rolling around on the ball of the foot, on the toes, just taking about 30 seconds in the beginning to search around the foot and look, try to identify those really tender areas, because that's where you want to put most of your attention to for the remainder of the time that you work on it. So I'm rolling on the outside edge, rolling on my heel, rolling back toward the ball of the foot and that transverse arch. And so I'm just starting to locate some tender spots that are popping up. Like there's one right there for me that I know about. It's right behind the big toe ball of the foot, right where that plantar arch meets the ball of the foot. And so since I have a tender spot there, I'm going to stop on that spot and just apply a little bit of pressure, enough pressure rather, that it's, again, uncomfortable but not painful. And I'm breathing. And then, so that's one technique, is just to kind of pin it, and with enough time where you start noticing it just softening a little bit. And that might not happen right away, but you could spend anywhere from 10 to 15 seconds there. The more consistently you do this practice, the quicker the tissue will respond. But I can also add these little side-to-side scrubs across that tender spot. If that feels too intense, then you can just, again, stop the motion and just stay with the continued press with no movement. So I give that a little bit of attention. I can go to that transverse arch. I'm on the ball of the foot, and I'm trying to wrap my foot around the ball, like I'm trying to pick it up off the ground. And that helps to spread the bones and metatarsals of the feet out. And I'm just doing this side-to-side motion. Not too intense. Most of the intensity, most people will find, especially me, is always on the big arch, like around right on the arch, the plantar arch, right behind the ball of the foot again. And I'll start working down the center of that arch. And again, I get it on the inside edge here. I'm getting a more tender spots, so I'm going to spend more of my time there. I can just pin my heel on the ground and do these side-to-side kind of fanning motions, which helps to pull those fibers apart, going across the fibers like this. They're running that way, and it's just opening them back up. So a lot of this practice is intuitive, which you will find a greater awareness the more you do it. So practice on, and make sure you don't skip over those tender spots. Work on those and spend about 3 minutes a foot each day.